Robbery gifts. The headlines: two Air France pilots suspended for fighting in cockpits during flight. Police in Lagos arrest fake army captain for armed robbery. Ahmad Baba of PDP takes over Buhari's former campaign office in Daura. Court turns rejects FG's request for Abba Kyari's extradition to US. Please stay with us. We'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll give you details of this. Now in the news. Two Air France pilots have been suspended after a physical altercation in the cockpits of a Geneva-Paris flight in June, an Air France official said. The flight continued and landed safely, and the dispute didn't affect the rest of the flight, the official said, stressing the airline's commitment to safety. Switzerland's La Tribune reported that the pilot and co-pilot had a dispute shortly after takeoff and grabbed each other by their collars after one apparently hit the other. Cabin crew intervened and one crew member spent the flight in the cockpit with the pilots, the report added. News of the fight emerged after France's Air Investigation Agency (BEA) issued a report on Wednesday saying that some Air France pilots lack rigor in respecting procedures during safety incidents. It focused on a fuel leak on an Air France flight from Brazzaville in the Republic of Congo to Paris in December 2020, when pilots rerouted the plane but didn't cut power to the engine or land as soon as possible as leak procedures requires. The plane landed safely in Chad, but the BEA report warned that the engine could have caught fire. It mentioned three similar cases between 2017 and 2022, and said some pilots are acting based on their own analysis of the situation instead of safety protocols. Air France said it is carrying out a safety audit in response. It pledged to follow the BA's recommendations, which include allowing pilots to study their flights afterward and making training manuals stricter about sticking to procedure. The airline noted that it flies thousands of flights daily, and the report mentions only 4 such safety incidents. Air France pilots' unions have insisted that security is paramount to all pilots and defended pilots' actions during emergency situations. Detectives of the Lagos State Police Command have arrested a fake army captain, Andy Teddy Edwards, aged 39, for armed robbery. In the press release by the Lagos State Command Public Relations Office, SP Benjamin Hundeyin, the fake soldier used to pose as a modeling agent would invite ladies for auditioning and then rob them of their cars and valuables at gunpoint. He was arrested following a painstaking investigation that was launched after one of his victims reported the robbery of her Lexus. One sewing machine, one POS machine with 6 SIM cards, 2 pairs of military camouflage uniform, 1 number plate in the suspect's house. While investigation is being rounded off, the owner of the Ford SUV is hereby urged to come forward. Further investigation led to the recovery of one Ford Edge SUV with the registration to claim same. Suspects will be arraigned at the conclusion of investigation. The Lagos State Commissioner of Police CP Abiodun Alabi, FDC, once again assures the good people of Lagos State of the unwavering commitment of officers and men of the command towards annihilation of crime and criminality in the state. The senator representing Katsina North Daura Zone, Ahmad Baba Kaita, has continued his moves to completely take over the political leadership of the zone with his acquisition of President Muhammadu Buhari's first ever campaign office in Daura. Premium Times gathered that the campaign office located in the heart of Daura, President Buhari's hometown, was acquired by the Buhari organization in 2002 when he joined the All People's Party contest for president for the first time in 2003. Mr. Babak Kaita defected to PDP in April this year. He accused the state governor Aminu Masari of not carrying all stakeholders along, not conducting local government elections, disobeying the foundation of democracy, and not providing a level playing field for stakeholders in the state. Even the House of Representatives member representing Sandamu/Daura Mai Adua, who is the president's nephew, Fatuhu Mohammed, has left the APC. He has not announced his new party, but it's believed he will soon join the PDP. The This Day newspaper gathered the office was used by TBO until last week when the senator bought the property from its owners. The office also served as a rendezvous for several APC members, including top executive members of the party in Daura. After buying it, the senator handed it over to the PDP to make it its local government head office. Premium Times gathered that the one-story building was owned by a former House of Representatives member in the area, Salisu Ado, who, according to the source, allowed the TBO use the building without paying rent. One of the middlemen involved in the selling of the property, who also asked not to be named, said TBO failed to pay the office rent for over 3 years after the demise of its owner. He added that when the senator reached out to the family, they also notified the TBO of the decision to sell the property completely, and as you can see, it has already been repainted. A media aide to Mr. Mohammed, the president's nephew Ahmad Ganga, said his principal was one of the financiers of the APC, and to an extent the TBO before he left the party. The special assistant to Governor Masari on party liaison said TBO has achieved its purpose after Mr. Buhari became the president. A federal high court in Abuja has declined the extradition application filed by the federal government for permission to extradite the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba Kyari to the United States. Justice Inyang Eko, in the judgment on Monday, held that the extradition application was an abuse of court process on the grounds that Kyari was already standing a criminal trial before a Nigerian court. The U.S. authorities had applied to the Nigerian government for Kyari's extradition in relation to his alleged link with suspected international fraudster Ramon Abbas Hush Puppy. The United States Attorney's Office for Central District of California, Los Angeles, confirmed last week that Hush Puppy will be sentenced on September 21st, 2022. That's the news. My name is Dabaru Gift. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Aspheric TV on YouTube, and please follow us on all of our social media platforms. On Instagram and Twitter, we are Aspheric News, and on Facebook, we are Official Aspheric News. Thanks for watching. Bye.